Hey y'all. It's my birthday eve. Good evening, everyone. It's your big bald headed sister. And today is my birthday eve. And it just occurred to me like an hour ago that I'm having this birthday. And y'all, this birthday is crazy to me. This birthday is nuts. I'm about to be over 50 as of tomorrow. I can no longer even like I'm at that age where I can no longer call myself a young woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm officially of a certain age. Crazy, right? Well, anyway, I'm your big bald headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bald Girls Gossip Room and the Bald Girls Newsroom. I'm sorry. I feel distracted because I am. That's another thing that has not changed in my life. Just because now I'm over that age. I said the age one time, I'm not going to repeat it. So if you're joining this live late, you will not hear me say my age again. But thank you so much for joining me. Nonetheless, in my last video or my last live, I told you guys that I will be traveling for a lot. I'll be traveling a lot. That is one thing I did not expect to be doing at this age. There's a lot of things, if you want to get into it, that I did not expect to be doing now that I am over this age. Okay, now that I'm over 50, I did not expect my life to turn out the way that it did. I'm not bragging and I'm not complaining because I can honestly say I completely let fate have me in my life, and where I am right now is despite anything I wanted, because God had his own plans. I'm not upset with where he put me. I'm just letting you know, for those of you who may be in the same age group as me, and you did not find yourself in the place you wanted to be by the time you were my age, you're not alone. But then you should also ask yourself if you are at least happy with where you are. I can truly say I am happy with where I am, despite not necessarily being where I planned to be. Y'all know I studied fashion. That was my passion. I went to school. That's where I got my first degree in apparel design. And then from there, I studied business so that I could work in the business side of fashion. And I did something probably I should not have done, which was I got married and got pregnant before I even graduated. So I did my internship while I was like 7 or 8 months pregnant. And from there, I just decided I wanted to be, more than anything, I wanted to be a full-time mom. Like my career path, my marriage taught me that I had to be a different kind of woman than I thought that I would be, because my husband was different than what I thought a husband would be. I expected all husbands to be like my dad. So when he wasn't that kind of dad, I decided I had to be a different kind of mom. You know what I'm saying? My husband is a great man, fantastic man, but he's not the kind of dad that I expected. So I decided at that point, before I even got my first job out of college, that it was more important for me to be a mom than to have a great career. So I never worked in fashion at all. It's always been like a side hustle. I would make clothes for people. I would have fashion shows. It was fun. It was fun. I even opened a store. I had a store called the Magic City Fitting Room. I don't know if you guys ever heard those two words put together before, the Magic City, but it was the fitting room for the Magic City, and I made those kinds of clothes. And it was fun. It was like a good time, but it was never really a career, right? But so anyway, brings me back to now, like 110 years later. And I'm not even working now. I'm a stay-at-home wife. I travel. I do this. I do the Ball Girl News. And I pinch my pennies because I don't work. So I say that all to say that I have been wigging it on the cheap. So I'm getting ready to go on a trip on a few holidays. And one of them is a beach holiday. So I had to get some wigs together. Hi, my Nana is 18 plus. That's a funny name, my Nana 18 plus. How's it going? Stretching full body daily routine says hi to you, my dear. Let me make sure I'm not missing anyone over here. I wonder if there's a way so I could see you guys' TikTok messages easier, because I see a lot of fluff. I can't get through to the real messages, so I miss a lot of messages. So if I miss your messages, please know that's the reason, unless there's a way to change that. Can somebody tell me? Would I even see it if you told me? That's the question. Let's see if I can change that. I don't know. But guys, make sure that you give me a lot of hearts. I need that for the channel. And make sure that you're following me. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. How's it going? Like I said, I'm Action Jacqueline, your big bald-headed sister. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm having a birthday tomorrow. I will be turning 51 years old, y'all. So I'm in a very pensive place. Very thoughtful. But yeah, so I planning to go on these trips. I don't have a lot of money. The bulk of the money that I want to use is going to be towards the vacation. So I don't want to spend a ton of money on wigs. And it was hard because just recently I decided to do a hairstyle change because I was told by my family that my hairstyle was played out, the same hairstyle that I had been wearing for 4 years straight, just buying the same wig over and over again, which is very easy, by the way. So if you guys get tired and annoyed with playing the wig shuffle, and if you wear wigs every day, you know what the wig shuffle is. It's basically just trying to keep up with the latest trends, and it absorbs all of your time and a lot of your money. If you know anything about this, please say so in the comments. I want to hear your account, right? I mean, the amount of time and the amount of money that you spend trying to keep up with hair trends and trying to keep hair on your head that looks real is exorbitant. So I do recommend wearing the same wig over and over again. But since I'm in hair transition right now, I can't settle on the hair that I want to wear over and over again. And I think I'm a little tired of wearing synthetic wigs, which worked for me for years. But now I'm seeing pictures of myself and I'm comparing them with my human hair wigs. And I really do like the way human hair wigs move. But I don't want to spend the $2,000 price tag that, they charge on like John Renault. I don't want to do that. John Renault, Aesthetica, all these brands that make these human hair wigs, they started at the length that I like. They started at like $3,000. And yes, I know I can go to Unite, I can go to all these companies. But y'all, for those of you who wear colored wigs in specific, what is your real experience with these companies? Because mine is not good. I have tried these companies in the past. And the wigs, they look beautiful for like a day or two. And by day 4, they look a hot ass mess. So I really didn't want to spend a ton of money on a wig again. And I didn't want to even spend $300 on a wig if it just meant that I was going to be replacing it, in a month or something like that. Masoud Ayub. Wow, beautiful girl, my love. Oh, thank you so much, Masoud. That's sweet of you to say. Alexa, turn down the volume. Yes, I'm having a birthday, y'all. So wish me happy birthday. Wish me happy birthday. So this is one of the wigs that I decided to get. And the reason why I decided to get it was because it was only $160. It was a $160 wig. And I did not, and it wasn't good quality either. It required a lot of work, way more work than I expected to do. And trust me, at my age, I did not see myself fussing over my hair as much as I am today. I somehow remember saying vividly that when I'm 50 years old, I don't want to be messing around in these wigs. And here I am, over 50 and messing around in these wigs. So that's another thing I didn't expect to have to do. But I'm doing it because I don't want to sink all my resources into wigs like I used to. I spend I honestly feel like I spent about $50,000 on wigs in my lifetime because I started wearing wigs when I was just 13 years old. No, 12 years old. So yeah, in my lifetime, I think I spent about $50,000 of wigs, and I can't tell you how much time I spent on them, y'all. It's the time. It's the time. Can somebody tell me how to get all of these notifications that this person joined my live, because they're blocking the actual comments that are being said, and then I can't read them. Oh, Dorothy says it's exhausting. Lost my hair due to medication. It is exhausting trying to keep up with the hair. I didn't expect it. And I just figured I would come on here and tell you guys that if you feel like I feel, that you are not alone. That's always my reason for being on the internet, is to just remind other people who are like me that you are not alone. I just hope that my attempt to wear cheap wigs is not going to have me look at a hot ass mess. Speaking of which, and since we're doing the bald girl news, right? Let me tell you how they did Tina Turner. Y'all know who Tina Turner is, right? What's love got to do with it? Beautiful woman who passed away very recently. I'm a much older lady when she did pass away. But they memorialized her. And they memorialized her wearing her wig. And this is what I'm hoping they will not do to me, because they did my girl Tina all wrong. Let me show you how the statue that they made of Miss Tina Turner. Alexa, turn down the volume. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this image. Oh wait, is this it? Hold on, it's slow. Oh my God, look how they did my girl Tina and her wig. Okay, so this is her in her heyday, doing her "What's Love Got to Do with It" performance. But look how they memorialized her. Can y'all see that, or is it too dark? Can I brighten up the screen? It is said that she looks like Ronald McDonald. I'm gonna read you guys the story. They really did my girl bad. Hold on. Let me just turn up the light. Okay, there you go. Now you can see. Oh my God. Everything is slow when you need to be fast. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. And thank you, Dorothy, for letting me know that I'm not alone. I appreciate that. Miss Suit says, I also want to come abroad. I became a foreigner in Turkey. So you're not originally from Turkey when you say you became a foreigner in Turkey. So where are you originally from, Miss Suit? I'm curious. Christine Hull says, where can I get an affordable wig? All right. So I would never point someone in the direction of an affordable wig. Unless the person has like a PhD in hairstyling, because there is so much work. I'm going to show you the this wig, what it looked like when I first bought it. But first, let me show you how they did Tina Turner. Look how they made her wig. Can y'all see that? Also, you're not a foreigner in Turkey. So there's a little language barrier. So I misunderstood what you said, Masood. And you want to come to America, knowing all that's going on with our government right now and the state of our government? That's, I don't know. I don't know. What's the political state going on in Masood? I'd be curious. In Turkey, Masood. I'd be curious to know that. So I'm going to read this to you real quick. It says, over the weekend, a 10-foot bronze statue of Tina Turner was unveiled in Heritage Park, located near her former high school. The monument, designed by Atlanta-based sculptor Fred Ajanaga, I don't know if I said that right, was meant to capture the queen of rock and roll mid-performance, microphone in hand, hair wild, legs powering the kind of strut that fills arenas. But when the cloth came off, fans were not exactly rolling on the river with joy. Instead, social media was flooded with comments that veered between bewildered and brutal. Some fans were not thrilled with the statue at all. Yeah, they did my girl wrong. Look at her. Look at her face. Look how they did her. Oh my God. They put her wig, they made her wig about it looks like her wig is about 6 inches off her head. So it's up here somewhere. It's up here. Okay, so I'm sorry. Christine, let's go back. Christine wanted to know, I guess they were trying to do this hairstyle, which would make sense, but this is how it turned out. Oh, y'all gonna do my girl Tina right. Y'all gonna do that right. Because just recently she was also in the news because they were trying to sell her wig, the wig that she wore, or a likeness of her wig, and they said the wig was so bad. The Tina Turner wig was supposed to look like her actual hair. Like this hair was supposed to be fancy so that you could wear it, look nice, but it looked like a big rag or like a broom. It looked like a mop on somebody's head. So they've been doing Tina wrong, and I'm gonna need them to fix that. All right. So Christine wanted to know where to get an affordable wig. I would say, Christine, how good are you with a curling iron? How good are you with the scissors? Because these are the things that you're going to have to do to get it right. I'm going to show you. I can't even show you what that. Maybe I do have it on my. What this wig looked like when I first bought it. So this wig was like $110, y'all, at the beauty supply store. And yes, you can get wigs at the beauty supply store, but I will say if you don't know how to work them, they will look so wiggy. They will embarrass you. You'll cry. I remember I've cried doing my wigs. I think if I didn't have the background in hairstyling that I do, and it's because my mom, ironically, was a hairstylist before I lost my hair. She actually lost her business because I lost my hair. Isn't that a sad story? Yeah. She had just graduated from beauty school. She had gotten all these clients. She had like magic hands. She could take somebody's damaged hair and resurrect it from the dead, my mom, when she was a hairstylist. And she was known for being able to do this. And then all of a sudden, her daughter started losing her hair in patches, me. And it literally swiped her business straight from under her feet. And she never really got to progress in her career that she wanted to. That's a really sad story. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys that story. But because of her, I know how to style wigs. I know how to actually piece wigs together. This wig I did piece together. I'm going to show you. I actually dyed it myself. It was a 613 wig. If y'all know anything about hair wig colors, 613 is like the bleach blonde that you see some of the girls wearing. But I knew I wasn't going to wear it like this. So when I bought it, I fully intended to dye it, which I did. And I think I did a decent job. It was the first time I ever rooted a wig before. Rooting a wig is basically just giving it darker roots so that it doesn't look unnatural as it sits on top of your head. I did a pretty decent job. I didn't want to do it on camera because I didn't know how it would come out. And I knew that I would be very upset if I messed it up. Not just because I would have been embarrassed, because that's not my concern, but I would have spent so much time on this project just to ruin the hair. And the hair is pretty good, y'all. This is some pretty good hair for the price. I will say that. It's better than this hair. This hair, like I said, this one was $160. That one was $130. But again, I had to do a ton of work. I had to piece it together. If you look at it closely, you'll see where I had to take out some of the wefts because some of the hair was so damaged from when it was originally bleached that those wefts I just completely took out, and I replaced them with pieces from an old European hair wig that I have that had really good hair, but the lace started to shed. So that's how I ended up doing it. So if you look inside, you can see where I replaced the wefts. So yeah, I mean, I understand, Christine, that you want to know where to get an affordable wig. I would say the best way to get an affordable wig would be for you to go to like Unice or one of those brands that you see advertised. Just make sure that you get the color that you want. And make sure that you don't spend a ton of money, because as chances are, especially if you're getting a bleached wig, a colored wig, it's probably not going to last very long. Natural black hair that is virgin, lasts way longer than hair that has been processed a lot, like these colors. But these are the colors that look best on me. I really can't pull off dark hair anymore now that I'm over 50. I definitely have to lighten up my hair. Naturally, I think I would be gray by now. So if I had my natural hair, I'd probably color it, but I wouldn't color it back to my original color, which I believe was probably like a number 4. That was my original color, but I can't really pull off a full number 4 now. So if I look at my sisters do have some graying and they do color. So I can know for sure that my hair would also be grayed. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on you guys. But yeah, bring on the questions, bring on the comments. I want to hear all of them. Masood asks, where am I from? I'm from here in the U.S. My family is Caribbean, but I am an American. I was born here. My mother is from Jamaica, West Indies, and my dad is from Guyana, South America. So that's my blend, if you were curious about that. Christine says, I usually buy real hair with bangs because no eyebrows, but spend about $300 every month. Oh, yes, that is my budget as well. That is definitely my budget as well. So I think that if you went to some of those websites, like I said, Hair Vivi really does have some beautiful wigs. What color wigs do you wear, Christine? Do you wear natural black hair or do you get into the lighter shades? I'd be curious. That really does make a difference because if you're wearing natural black hair, you can get wigs all the time. You can get wigs all the time. They will last. They will be good. It's not even wrong. It's a non-issue because when I was wearing those colors until I was about 40 years old, it was so easy. I didn't start having hair difficulties until I started wearing bleach color wigs. But $300 to me is a good budget. It's still more than I'd like to spend. Honestly, I would like to spend $150 a month, but I don't think I could get it that low. Masood says, do you want to come to Turkey on holiday? I would love to come to Turkey on holiday. Myself and my husband, Masood, I am a married woman, just in case you're wondering. Thank you so much for asking. But I would love to come to Turkey. I've seen some of the Turkey resorts, and that's usually how I like to be introduced to a new place, is to start at their resorts and then get to know the surrounding areas and slowly creep out. That's how I like to do it. I like the $300 price point. When I was wearing my synthetic hair wigs, and I'll show you in case you don't watch me regularly, I can show you what my synthetic hair wig looks like. And when I was wearing this wig, my budget was only $250 a month. It was probably a little bit more, but $250 is the number. Because the wig is about $230. And then, yeah, something like that, this wig. But it's a good wig. This wig is $260. So this is the most recent synthetic hair wig I bought. And I turned it into a human hair blend. So again, just like the last one, I added some human hair to this synthetic hair wig. And the reason why it's okay for me to do that is because this is a heat safe wig, so that I could still use the curling iron on it and style it like it was natural hair. But the fact that I have added some human hair wefts into it did make it much more, give it a lot more movement than it would have had when it was just a synthetic hair wig. Because at that time, it was definitely very stiff. It was getting very stiff and hard to manage and hard to comb. So adding these human hair wefts really, really leveled it up a lot. I'll give you that. Masood, I have not been to Turkey before. I have not, but I would definitely visit. I've seen enough vacation videos to say, you know what, this looks like a nice vacation spot. What am I missing over here? Christy says, will you be showing how you make your wigs? I do all the time, actually. On Saturday, I will be sitting in front of the camera with my needle and thread like I normally do on Saturday. So I started a Saturday at noon kind of like wig party where we just sit around and talk about stuff relative to the bald girl community, where I style wigs. I show you different wigs. So we could do that then. And at that time, you could do a little Q&A with me. You could ask me. You could try start projects of your own if using the wigs that you already have, because you said that you have some human hair wigs. What do you do with the wigs, Christine, after you wear them? How long do you normally keep them? I'd be curious to know that. Oh, yes. Christina says synthetic does not work very well in Hawaii. So humid. I hear you. I just came back from a very long flight. I took a 23-hour flight, and it was the most uncomfortable thing in the world. It's the reason why I decided in that moment that I was not going to wear synthetic hair wigs anymore, because it was so rigid. I don't know, sitting there on that plane for all that time, my hair just became so rigid. It started to itch me. I had to go to the bathroom like 20 times and just take my wig off. It was crazy. It was like out of control. And it was that specific wig that I was wearing. And that's why when I came home, I decided I still like the wig. It's pretty enough, but I don't want to throw it away. But I got to do something with it to make it more wearable. And that's why I added the human hair wefts to it. And thankfully, I had an old wig that had similar coloring, so it worked out. Actually, I want to come to America too, says Ms. Sood. I will apply for a green card. I think you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. You're applying for a green card. How long do you intend to stay? Are you visiting, or are you trying to like do a long-term visa or something like that? I'm curious. Christine says, I have about 100 wigs and they're just stored away, but always dreamed of making my own. Yeah. You know what? I want to actually start making wigs again since I'm here, since I'm in this place. But Alexa, turn up the volume. But I don't know how to do ventilation, and I don't know how to really, I don't know where to source good lace fronts. I would have to get like a 13 by 6 or something. I don't know. It gets really technical. I have this wig that I've been working on. I definitely need to source a good lace front to add to it, because the hair on the wig is really good, but the lace in the front is horrible. So if you have 100 wigs, Christine, you definitely can bring those wigs back to life. Those could be your projects. That's what I do with them. Alexa, skip. All right, so on to the next topic. There was a woman caught stealing wigs at a business that makes wigs for cancer kids. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see this shameful lady? This shameful lady. Let me show her to y'all. Alexa, pause.
Thief has stolen wigs made special. A heartless thief has stolen wigs made specially for kids with cancer from a Richmond shop. Penelope Leach reports the woman made off with 4 custom hair pieces worth 20.
Can y'all hear that?
A heartless thief has stolen wigs made specially for kids with cancer from a Richmond shop. As Penelope Leach reports, the woman made off with 4 custom hair pieces worth $20,000.
For generations, the Barnett family have been handcrafting custom hair pieces. When wigs made for children with cancer,
y'all can't see that, can you?
They never imagined they could have been stolen.
Oh, you didn't end up going out. Well, you guys can't really see that, so I'm not going to bother. What do you have here? My daughter gave me an early birthday present. Did it come with a spoon? It came with a spoon. She got me my favorite, y'all. It's Ralph's Italian Ice. Oh my God, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Thank you, sweetheart. Ooh. You want to come and say hi? Hi. Thank you. Yes, Saturday at noon. So that's noon-ish. I'll try to be on before 12:15, something about some time around that. So if you don't see me at 12, you'll see me by 12:15 for sure. Yum. You know, I didn't have an Italian ice all summer long.
You gave me one.
You gave me one?
Yeah. You don't remember?
Yeah, you did give me one. You gave me one all to myself, or did I have to share it with someone? I feel like I
You
shared.
didn't have to, but I gave it to you.
Oh, I shared it with Evan and Ellen. I could not share. Oh wait, you want it back?
I just want some. I didn't get any.
Oh, I thought it was all for me. Otherwise, I would have just dished it out for myself.
Well, no. I just want a bit. I'm going back out.
Thank you, my sweet. Is Arthur outside waiting for you?
Yeah.
Want more?
Yeah.
Why don't you take some and put it into a dish and take it with you? Well, it's not like I could finish the whole thing right now. Anyway. I'm going to put this up in a minute. I don't want to be a fatty. I always say I can't be bald-headed fat.
It's your birthday.
It does count. I love you. Ralph's Italian ice. Oh my gosh, so good. And you know you have to eat it like that. You have to like rest it on your tongue, like upside down. She nailed it. She knew exactly what to get me. I can't even focus anymore. I'm so into this Italian ice. All right, that's it. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me put this in the freezer. Okay, guys. I definitely just wanted to jump in here, tell you that tomorrow I'll be celebrating my birthday and hope that you guys will be praying for me and sing a little happy birthday song for me. And answer a few questions before I kick off. So that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you are following. Make sure that you tap the screen before I leave because I need those hearts. And I thank you for joining me. And Masood, maybe I'll see you in New York City.